In this video clip, we will discuss the central vowels. Central vowels are those vowels, and they are all the monophthongs that are produced when the central part of the tongue is raised. So, this is the central part of the tongue that is raised to, say, this height, and this height, and this height. That's why these are known as the central vowels. The first of the central vowels is weak or it is also known as schwa, and the second one is long and the final one is, third one is strong Now this weak it is shown twice in the figure, here and here. The interesting thing about this weak having two positions in the same figure is that it is used when it is used in the non-final position, that is in the initial position or in the middle position, like this. In the word ago, the weaker is used in the non-final position, right? And in a word like China, it is used in the final position. So final and non-final position, final and non-final position. So when in a word it is used in the non-final position, that is initial or in the middle position, it is produced here. Okay, it is produced just below the half close position. This is the half close position, and weaker is produced here when it occurs in a word in the non-final position, that is at the beginning of the word or at the middle of the word. But when it is used in the final position in a word like China, India, here, then in that case it is produced here just below the half open position. So that's why these are two positions of this weak Now let us see the description of weak or schwa, how it is produced. It is produced when the lips are unrounded, central part of the tongue is raised first to this height and then this height. That's why it is a central vowel, and it is unrounded vowel because the lips are unrounded, and it is a short vowel. So because it has two positions, the height of the tongue is not given in the three-term label, and the three-term label for weak or schwa is just central unrounded short vowel. So weak is a central unrounded short vowel. Now let us go to the second of the central vowels, that is long as in shirt, as in bird. Okay. Now it is produced here, that is between the half close and half open position. The tongue, that is the central part of the tongue, is raised to this height. Okay, this is the central part of the tongue. It is raised to this height, that is somewhere between the half open and half close position. It is a long vowel and the lips are unrounded. So the three-term label for long is central unrounded vowel between half close and half open positions. So I repeat, the three-term label for long is central unrounded vowel between half close and half open position. So this is the second of the central vowels. Right. Now let us go to the last one, that is strong as in but, as in bus, as in cut, as in judge. Now this is produced here. This strong is produced here, that is somewhere between this is the open position and this is the half open position. So it is produced at this point, okay, height of the tongue, and the central part of the tongue is raised and the lips are of course unrounded. So the three term label is central unrounded vowel between open and half open. I repeat, the three term label for strong is a central unrounded vowel between open and half open positions. So these are the central vowels. In English, vowels are again the monophthongs. The three vowels, that is weak or sha, long and strong are known as the central vowels, because during their production the central part of the tongue is raised to this or this height. That's why they are known as the central vowels. Thank you.